Why is your Vision 7 this expensive? For this price, I can get a mini LED from other big brands. I mean, we get this comment a lot. And look, I could sit here all day and read out our spec sheet to convince you that Lumio is better. But I'm not gonna do that. Instead, what we're gonna do is that one thing which almost no brand will ever do. So we went out and bought this mini LED TV from Samsung, which costs about 7,000 to 8,000 more than our Lumio Vision 7. Okay, so we have both the TVs set up. On my left, we have the Samsung M2EH MiniLED, and on my right, we have our beloved Lumio Vision 7 QLED. Both are 55 inches and both are brand new. But before we open anything up, we need an expert. We need Sudeep. So let me just call him up real quick and see if he picks up.
Hello.
Sudeep, are you free? Can you come to the studio for a minute?
Sure. What's happening?
I mean, I think we need to pull apart some TVs. Trust me.
Okay, sure. I'll be there.
Yeah.
Wait, what's happening? Did you just buy a Samsung TV?
Yes, that's the Samsung M2EH MiniLED. And this, of course, is our Vision 7 QLED.
Okay, explain me why exactly have you bought a Samsung MiniLED TV?
Hear me out. So a lot of people are asking us, why does our QLED cost as much as Samsung's MiniLED? And I am tired of explaining them over and over again. So I thought, why don't we just make a video about it, pull these apart, and people can see for themselves.
You want to do this right now?
Yep. If you're ready for this.
Okay, let's do this. Go.
Let's, yeah, of course.
All right, so the last time we did a complete comparison of our Lumio Vision 9 Mini LED TV with the TCL's Q60 Mini LED, and we showed everyone the truth. This time we've got the Samsung's entry Mini LED TV with us.
So today we are putting our Vision 7 QLED head-to-head against Samsung's entry-level Mini LED to see what the actual differences are.
And before we start, let's be clear. Samsung is an amazing company and they make some fantastic TVs. In fact, they have been pushing display technology forward for years and years, and they sell millions and millions of TV.
Exactly, and if you look at Samsung's entire lineup, you have the Neo QLED series, you have proper mini LED technology, you have micro RGB technology. So all those features, they're really great, no doubt in that.
But the real question is, in this segment, in this budget segment, are you actually getting what the marketing promises are?
And that's exactly what we are here to find out, because right now you can get this exact TV at around 37,999 with discounts, while Samsung's Mini LED comes in at around 45,999 with discounts online.
So you're paying roughly 8,000 rupees more. But the question is, what exactly are you getting for that extra amount of money?
Let's break it down and see if that premium is actually worth it. Alright, so before we get deep into the display tests and comparisons, we need to make sure it's a fair comparison. So we'll set both the TVs in the standard mode with the highest brightness setting, because standard is the one mode which pretty much everyone uses.
That's sure. I'm going to the display. I want to make sure it's in HDR standard mode. That's the default picture setting. And the screen brightness is also set at 100.
And over at the Samsung, we'll also make sure that the brightness is at 50 on 50, which is the max setting. Yeah. And the picture mode is also at standard HDR. So yes, everything else is exactly untouched, except we have turned off motion smoothing to keep things accurate. So we're playing the Varanasi trailer here.
Yeah.
And Sudeep, right off the bat, if I'm being very honest, there isn't really that much of a difference between these two TVs. Color-wise.
Yeah, but if you can see a little closely, I think there's quite a lot of difference between the two. I mean, I definitely think Lumio Vision 7 is much better.
Yeah, now that you see it, I feel that the Lumio Vision 7 has an inherent richness to it.
Correct. That's possible because we have more color gamut. In fact, if you look at it, we have a very higher color gamut on the Lumio Vision 7. That's about 82% in Rec 2020 color gamut.
That's amazing. Now, one fun fact about the Samsung, if I'm not wrong, is that this does not have any quantum dot implementation or technology in this. That's why they don't even have an official color gamut claim. So usually they like to claim 100% color sRGB or DCI-P3, but that's really missing. So what I think is that because they don't have a QLED technology, they're sort of compensating for it by using something in their software tuning or their artificially boosting things a little bit. Because, I mean, you look at those greens.
Yeah, especially in greens, we have seen this when we have compared it boosts slightly. It doesn't feel natural. Even the skin tone doesn't feel natural in certain scenes.
Yes. So, I mean, whatever Samsung is doing in the behind the scenes software, it's pretty good and it's pretty close to a true QLED.
That's right.
But one more important thing is brightness. And right off the bat, in this studio lighting, I can clearly see to my eyes that the Lumio Vision 7 is significantly brighter than the Samsung.
Yeah, and in fact, Samsung doesn't officially claim any brightness numbers on their product pages or on the platform where they sell.
So you don't have to take our word for it, because we will measure the brightness of both these TVs on camera live. Let me get my laptop.
Let's go.
Okay, so we have loaded up a very interesting test pattern, which is a YouTube video on both these TVs from a great channel called HDR Dissector. So if you're geeky about these things, you should check it out. But this video has a metadata of up to 10,000 nits, and we'll set them at 8,000 nits. And these types of videos really push the display to the max, right? And that's what we'll use as, the source of both the brightness readings.
But why does this look like a proper HDR and this entire screen is looking washed out? Let me just go back. Why is that? Can you explain it?
So what's really at play is something called tone mapping, and tone mapping is, basically an algorithm, to put it very simply, which takes something very, very bright beyond the display's capabilities and brings it down to the display's capabilities. And there are various ways of doing it, but I don't know what Samsung's...
it seems something is, it's not doing it as it's supposed to, and whereas the Lumio Vision 7 is doing pretty accurately. And you can see a very bright white dress.
Yes.
So I think we should point this to the bright dress and measure the brightness. All right, so let's put the meter at the center of the TV, because that's where exactly the brightest values are in any TV. So I'm putting it right in the center near the dress, the white dress. Let's take the measurement. All right, you can saw the light blinking.
It's coming at 306. So about 306 CD per meter square is 306 nits.
All right. And let's do the same on the Lumio Vision 7. So I'm going to point it right at the center.
Let's do it. 429 nits. Wow.
Okay. All right. So we do claim around 400 nits. So you get slightly above 400 nits. So that's right in front of you guys. So using a professional tool like this, you can measure the actual brightness of the TV. And in this case, the Lumio Vision 7 is clearly brighter than the Samsung MiniLED TV.
Okay, so Steve, we talked about color and brightness, but what are the other differences between these two TVs?
Well, as you can see, I'm playing an HDR content, and this in fact is recorded in Dolby Vision. And the Samsung MiniLED TV can only do HDR 10 plus when it comes to HDR. And the Lumio Vision 7 can do Dolby Vision, both in bright and dark modes by default. In fact, HDR 10 plus is not bad. It's just another different HDR technology that's available on Samsung televisions, whereas we have incorporated Dolby Vision, which is the more premium technology. And in fact, more and more content in the world has been produced in Dolby Vision, which is considered to be the highest form of HDR technology. And that's not it. In terms of refresh rate, the Lumio Vision 7 is actually 60 Hertz.
Yes.
Whereas the Samsung MiniLED TV is a 50 Hertz TV. Yeah, that's what it is. And in terms of storage, for example, the Lumio Vision 7 2026 comes with 64 GB of storage. And that's across all our lineup, by the way. And the Samsung comes with
4 GB.
That's right. Well, it's what the choices that they have made. And in fact, when it comes to RAM, even in that aspect, we still win. We have 3 GB of DDR4 RAM, whereas the Samsung comes with just
1.5 gigabytes,
Well,
if I'm not wrong.
To be fair, the Tizen OS that comes with the Samsung MiniLED TV is super light, so you don't need so much of RAM.
Yes,
But the advantage of more RAM is always more apps in the background. So if you switch between Netflix, Prime Video, or YouTube, the app will actually store the state. For example, that moment where you paused will actually be there, and you can continue directly watching from where you left behind.
And it's worth mentioning that more RAM and more storage is always helpful because apps keep getting heavier, software keeps getting heavier. So, more RAM and more storage always keeps your device future-proof.
That's right. So with Lumio Vision 7, you clearly get way more than the Samsung MiniLED TV.
Alright, so Sudeep, we've loaded up like a really dark video, which is like an OLED test type video, which is Las Vegas. Yes. So, I mean, this model does not have local dimming, which is to be expected.
The local dimming is available in our Lumio Vision
9. Yes. But this is also mini LED, but it doesn't seem that there are true blacks here. So I'm a little confused what's going on.
Why don't we check the local dimming option?
Is local dimming even on over here? Picture mode. Filmmaker mode. Nope. That's not local dimming. All settings. It's really slow.
Yeah, it's taking a while to switch over many systems.
Picture. Oh, could be in expert settings. HDR tone mappings. Wait, there is no local dimming on this TV?
I thought
That's really weird.
you should have a toggle, right, to turn on and off or change from low, mid, and high like we have on our Lumio Vision 9.
I mean, what's the point of a mini LED if you don't have local dimming?
That's weird.
I don't think we're missing anything.
Just double check if there's something else.
Nope. Advanced settings, football mode. What's football mode?
Maybe MMC.
Yes.
Okay, looks like
There is no local dimming on the Samsung, which is really, really
surprising.
yes.
Should we open up the TV and look
Yes,
at
I think
the inside and see what kind of LED structures do they come with?
yes, now seems about the right time.
Okay, let's
Let's get some gear and
let's
do
get
this.
ready and let's start opening both these TVs live in front of the camera. All right, let's do that.
Okay, so we dismantled both the TVs, we peeled back the layers, and you saw that it was quite a task. But yes,
That's the fun part.
yes,
right?
of course. Sudeep, let me help you peel back the layers,
Right.
and you can explain
Sure.
what
So
each layer
on the
is.
left, we still have the Samsung MiniLED TV, and on the right, we still have the Lumio Vision 7 QLED TV.
Yes.
And as you can see, the first frontmost is the LCD panel that you guys usually see the picture, and then comes the layer. So this is the prism sheet that enhances the brightness. Then there's a reflector sheet, or the diffuser sheet rather, that will diffuse the light from the LED. And now comes the most important part, the LEDs, which is against the background of a reflector sheet. So at the back of the plate, against the black, background plate, is a reflector sheet. And here you see the Samsung's mini LEDs LED structure. So as you can see, it's quite less than what we were expecting.
It's quite less than what we are used to seeing on the TCL or the Lumio rather. Let's count that real quick.
That's 1, 2, so that's 2 rows. The first row is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 into 2, that's 36 LEDs. To be fair, the actual LEDs are quite tiny, but it is the lens on top of it is quite big to maybe disperse the light more uniformly.
Makes sense. But I mean, I'm kind of shocked. I didn't know mini LEDs could could exist like this.
Well, if technically the LEDs are mini, they can call it mini LED. But as you can see, the count on a 55-inch TV is 36 to be exact.
And now it makes sense why they don't have local dimming.
Yep.
Because there are no LEDs on the corners. I mean, you can't call it edge lit, but this is like direct LED.
This is the LED.
LED.
Directly
Yes.
behind the
But-
screen. But it still did a great job.
Okay, so that's about it for the Samsung. Let's move over to the Lumio Vision 7. Oops. Let's move over to the Lumio Vision 7 now.
Okay, Kerry, I need your help. Okay, so that's our Lumio Vision 7. As you can see, that's the LCD. So we have a prism sheet for enhancement of the brightness.
This is the
As we
quantum
have
dot layer.
shown, the quantum dot layer.
This is yellow in color.
Yes.
Full of quantum dots.
Quantum dots, very
Exciting.
integrated with the
Diffuser sheet.
diffuser sheet. And here comes the LED structure of the Lumio Vision 7 55-inch. And as you can see, there is quite a number of LEDs here. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4.
While we're
5,
counting,
6.
Sudeep, we know the answer.
Yeah, so we have 66 LEDs. So there's 5 rows. So as you can see, we have almost like roughly 2x.
Almost.
36, almost, it has to be
Almost.
72,
Almost.
but almost 2 times more LEDs.
So, Sudeep, what is the benefit of having so many LEDs versus just like 36 on the Samsung?
Well, as you know, the more number of LEDs, it also contributes to the more brightness that we have.
Of course.
But most importantly, it's the uniformity.
Correct.
So on a Lumio Vision TVs, including the Vision 7 and the Vision 9, the uniformity is one of the highest in the industry. So when you're watching the content, the light, the intensity of the light is uniformly spread across the screen. No matter if it's at the edge of the 4 corners where it's usually the weak and it will be the weakest on this TV, Lumio Vision 7 will really shine in that aspect.
All right, Sudeep, so time for the conclusion. I think we clearly explored how we stack up, how our QLED stacks up against their entry-level mini LED. So to summarize, we have 100 nits more brightness.
Yep.
Then we have a lot more RAM and storage.
Correct.
We have 64 GB of storage and they have about 4 GB of storage.
Correct.
And we have Dolby Vision.
They have HDR10+.
And the reason why the brightness is a lot more here because we have a significant number of more LEDs.
That's right.
Compared to the Samsung. Samsung has just 36 mini LEDs. We have 66 LEDs backed with a QLED sheet, which the Samsung does not have. So Sudeep, let's be real. I'll take this off. But so Sudeep, let's be real. Is Samsung doing something wrong here?
No, honestly, I mean, let me take you back in time. Think about 2015 when QLED itself was introduced and only a few people could afford it back then because the technology was really expensive. And slowly, the QLED technology trickled down even to lower price point. And the same exact thing is happening to mini LED today.
Mini LEDs.
It's nothing wrong. In fact, this is a good direction for the industry. But sometimes people do get swayed away by mini LED, QLED. Sometimes they don't know what is a premium QLED versus the entry mini LED.
Yes, I agree. I mean, at least if they were calling it mini LED, I think they should have included local dimming at least.
I think that should have been there.
Yes, that's the only thing. But again, I think we both respect Samsung as a company. They're a giant. They make amazing displays. They make displays for the iPhone and all those things. But again, this video was not a shade on Samsung, but it was more about creating awareness before you make your next TV purchase. And Samsung is not the only one, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, there are many more brands, many more entrants in the market who will be doing this. In fact, they are doing this. We have a TV from Philips, for example. They also have entry mini LED and they have about 54-ish LEDs on their TVs. But they are also claiming very false numbers on their marketing pages.
They're claiming 800 LED chips on their product page, which is clearly misleading.
Correct. So while the trickling down of the technology is great, but people should be aware of what a premium QLED technology is and what an entry mini LED technology comes with and offers for the consumers out there.
And yeah, that's the truth of entry mini LEDs in the market.
If you need more such comparison, comparing Lumio TVs or Lumio projectors with other products, do let us know in the comments below.
And until then, keep chilling.